When I spit bars in a rave, man, I go hard like Santan.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of Muga. I am joined by the usual suspects and the letter E. Not sure who exactly that is, but I'll go around and introduce everybody. Timmy, mask on, mask off. How you doing, mate?
Mask always on.
Yeah, respect that.
Still
Stay
9
safe. Yeah?
a.m.
I hope you haven't been. You didn't go to the pubs this weekend or nothing, no?
Bro, none of that, bro. None of that.
I
was enjoying it elsewhere.
Yeah, that's why you weren't available yesterday. That's why you weren't available yesterday. Michael, that's definitely a top that you wear to the pub.
I want to get kicked out, fam.
How you doing, brother?
I'm blessed. How you doing, man?
Yeah, good, man. Staying alive, you know. Disu, how you doing, man?
Yeah, not bad.
Looking good, man.
Oh, stop! You did this. I'm trying to set you up for the camera.
Listen, yeah. For those of you who are listening to this on Spotify, on YouTube, Spotify and on Apple Podcasts, you need to go on YouTube to just check out Disu's drip. Clearly got that 4th of July trim. The fade is looking wavy. The beard shaped up. The pink, the off-white wife beater. Come on, man. Come on, we're in business. Are you mad? Reeves, how we doing? Reeves, how you doing, bro?
All these boys are back.
We're back in business. We're back. We're eating very good right now, man. We just need that top 4. Honestly, if you don't get top 4, that's it. I'm done till the next season. You lot will see me in August 2020 still. Rodney, how's it going, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. What's going on?
Yeah, man, we're good. You know, staying safe and that.
I hope you have productive pods, Rodney.
What's that?
Productive podcast.
Right, that is sick. That is really sick.
Me too. I also, with no prior knowledge, hope that you have a productive podcast. Before we start, I just have to do the usual plugins of all our socials. So obviously our podcasts are also on YouTube. So for those of you who want to see Disu's new trim and prefer to watch rather than listen, we're on YouTube. So go on there, subscribe. We've also got our Discord channel. The community is continuing to grow. Must be very close to 700 people at this point. We do our live touchline shows during the games. We've got one tomorrow for the Arsenal game. And we've got one on Thursday for Man U's game. So yeah, hop on there. Other than that, we're starting up our Patreon this week. We're going to be recording our first piece of exclusive content. We're doing our top 30 Premier League players. So we're going to hop on there. So yeah, sign up to that. All sorts of different packages. So yeah, just give it a look, support the team. And other than that, yeah, let's get into it. Sweet. On Saturday against Bournemouth, the 5-2. And I forget what day it was, but we also won 3-0. Who did we play that we beat 3-0? Remind me.
Isn't it 3-1? Isn't it 3 wins in a row?
Yeah, Sheffield United, Brighton.
We've had a pod since then though.
Oh, 2 wins in about since the pod. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. You don't listen to the pods when you're not on. I respect it.
I do. I do have to make sure what you lot are on point, innit?
Yeah. So you got the 3-0 against Brighton and the 5-2 against Bournemouth. We'll start with Brighton. Timmy, what were your thoughts on the performance against Brighton?
Bro, this thing's hot, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, no.
We're gonna have to remove that part of the pod. That's not good for the brand.
Bro, it's too hot, bro.
2 minutes he lasted. Yes.
Hey, Timmy, that's not how branding works. Right.
Even if you're sweating, you have to be like.
If Mbappe ever takes off his Nike tracksuit, man.
Alright. Let me speak. I'll put it back on.
Cool.
You know, Brighton. It's just another calm 3 points. To be honest with you, pretty expected. Lads did what they were supposed to do. Bruno was good. Greenwood, obviously, exceptional, bro. That guy he's an unbelievable talent. We're very, very lucky to have that guy. So Yeah, man, it's just a calm 3 points. There's not really much more to it, to be honest with you. No one that I'm really like that I can really draw out. Just thought it was a good win, bro.
Yeah, I think probably most people aren't going to have much to say about the 3-0, to be honest. Let's get on to the 5-2, since that's the game that we won, but there's a lot of takeaways from that game still. Reams, you can kick things off. What were your feelings on the performance?
Our back five is scary. And when I say scary, I mean scary bad. We got
Fam, I swear, weren't you defending Maguire last week, bro?
I was defending Maguire.
Hey, a
man was defending Maguire last week. 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Listen. I'm a fair and just guy.
Yeah.
The way Stanislas sauced up Maguire in that game. The way man got sauced up by Harvey from So Solid Crew, man. I can't defend that. I can't defend him.
He said Harvey from So Solid Crew, and I swear Rodney's eye twitched.
I can't defend him. That was bad. Listen, but De Gea as well. This guy is drunk. He needs to stop trying to pass the ball. He can't do it. Just get up there, get someone to battle for it. He can't pass the ball. Them guys are scary.
Was De Gea partly to blame for that goal?
No, do you know what? Yeah, he wasn't, because like the thing with De Gea is, and it's been like this. Even when De Gea was good, it was like this. Every time De Gea doesn't score a goal, there's some like big over analysis of why he should have saved. Like people think De Gea should save every single shot. Like, you know what I mean? Even when he was good, it was like that. This particular instance, I can show you 100 goals of guys. Just watch Robin van Persie play football. He scores that near post goal. He scored that near post goal every season of his career. Like Stanislas shot the ball at 100 miles per hour. Like unless he was already like there where the ball squeezed past him, there's nothing you could do. He can't move. He's not the Flash. He can't move that fast to save it. Maguire though, that what happened to him was embarrassing. Like think about Maguire. Like he'll have a solid game, but you know there's always there's always a possibility that he's gonna get spun. Like, and
there's a mistake in him. There's a mistake in him.
Like even if he has a solid game, like even in that game, he wasn't even bad, but like just the way he got cooked by Stanislas is just horrible. Like
that's an overriding memory, man. Jesus.
Like so, even when he's playing well, like you still have the fear. Like every time someone runs at him, every time we're defending in transition, that something bad's gonna happen. That's why I say they're scary. But defense aside, going forward, if that was like in like November, we would have lost that game. We would have found our way back into that game. You know what I mean? Just because we wouldn't because we just wouldn't have been able to create the opportunities that we do now. Like we have so much attacking talent in this team now. Like I feel like we could score every time we go forward. And like this whole season, I never thought like we was gonna score ever. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But now the way we're playing, I feel like every time we attack, we create dangerous situations every time we attack. So, and I don't even feel like we played good in that game. I rewatched it last night, and like we was better than I thought. Like in the first half, I felt like we was sloppy. Matic, Pogba, Rashford was like giving away cheap passes and stuff like that. But even with that, you know that at any moment they can make something happen. Like when Rashford made that pass for Bruno, they should have scored from. Like at any moment, like we have so much attacking talent now. I always feel like a goal's around the corner. You know what I mean? So it's exciting times to be a United fan again. I'm not gonna lie, but
they're starting to hate us. They're starting to hate us again. I can smell it.
Rubbish, like
I can smell it in the air. Nah, they think they're good again. They don't want us to be happy. Rodney, what were your feelings on the performance?
Yeah, I thought we were sloppy most of the game, really. Defensively, we didn't look great at all in transition. It wasn't great all game. I think that's the worst I've probably seen us defensively since the restart. And I don't really know why we were so bad defensively. I think Bournemouth played with two up top, I believe, and they attacked us well, but they didn't have enough to trouble us as much as they did. I don't know what happened structurally or what went wrong with that game, but we conceded quite a few chances on the break where we lost the ball and Bournemouth were in behind us or at us quite quickly. So I don't really know what happened there, but we just got so much attacking options now, so much variety on the ball, quality players win games. And I think There's goals everywhere now. Goals across the whole front line. Everyone's competing to get goals. Even so much so that we're giving Rashford token goals. Come on, it's a bit mad. We're saying Rashford. We're saying Rashford. Look, my plate's full. You ain't got nothing when yours. Have this. Feeding Rashford goals. Yeah, it was a good performance. Good performance. On the balls, it was sloppy. I felt Bournemouth had too much say in the game, but we responded well when we went down. I think Bailly had like worst 5 minutes I've probably seen since the restart of any player, barring Maguire.
Bailly.
Bro, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that one, man.
Was that a penalty?
No.
What?
No,
Let
sure
the lowest a pen in it, so.
Bro, that's hospital from Matic, bro.
And
it looks like it hits his shoulder.
Us getting soft penalties, so they have to give one against us to even it out a little bit in it. So it's
what I don't understand with Bailly is why he just didn't head it back to that soft cushion back to De Gea or something. I don't understand why he goes so unnaturally to control the ball.
Alley-oop, I don't know what he was on.
It was definitely a poor pass for Matic, but you don't. It's just awkward how he's gone to try and save that pass.
That's Bailly, innit? It's Bailly. Just does mad things.
He just doesn't think, man. Like
it didn't make sense to me why he couldn't just cushion that down to someone. It was under no pressure.
Bailly, think about Eric Bailly. Eric Bailly goes for the nuclear decision with everything he does. Like, he never goes for the simplest decision. Like, everything he does is the most difficult thing you can think of in his head.
It weren't great. It weren't a great 5 minutes from Bailly, because even before that, I think he was involved in the melee in the box, and then after that, he sat off. I think it was Josh King on one of the counters. It weren't a great fight. I didn't think he had a good half, to be honest with you. I think we looked open, but I don't think Bailly was great. I don't think Bailly's our answer, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's fair. Elijah, it's still 9 a.m. It's still 9 a.m.
Of course it is.
Yes, talk to me. What's going on?
What about the game?
Yeah, man.
I think.
What are you doing, man? Turn that bloody camera on. I said, what?
That's about the game.
Hey, you know what? But yeah, man.
I don't even know what these boys are talking about. My word.
But
let's talk about the performance.
That's it about what?
Yeah.
Get him out of here, man.
Hey, you need to calm it, bro.
He's 5-4 about
But yeah. So I was on the main pod yesterday, and I spoke a lot about it there. But yeah, man, it was a decent performance. It was a weird game because like first 15 minutes we didn't really trouble Bournemouth much, but they were able to get down our right-hand side a lot because for some reason Wan-Bissaka was really gunning forward down the right-hand side, and it was leaving a lot of space. So you saw Josh King pulling onto Lindelof and just kept pumping the ball into that space. But after a while, like they didn't really have that much because we started to control proceedings. Yeah, and to be honest, it wasn't really like versus Brighton and Sheffield United where I felt like it was a good team performance. I think our individual qualities shone a lot, where we were just able just to create goals out of just like our players just being really good. And at the end of the day, if that's exactly what we were lacking when we faced Bournemouth earlier on in the season, because when we lost 1-0 and it was just toothless going forward. I think Greenwood hit the post that game. But yeah, so it was just a complete contrast to earlier on in the season. And yeah, hopefully it just continues. I think defensively, yeah, that first half was an incredible mess because the way Maguire started off with that pass into midfield, and then they hit the post, and then we thought we finally calmed it down. Then Matic does that pass was so insane, and it's like it caught Bailly off guard, and then when Bailly acts on his instincts, that's what's gonna happen.
What happens, yeah.
Yeah, man. So he tries to chest it down to just like cool it down, but then whatever. I mean, but yeah, I mean, it felt like the routine wins of yesteryear, really, where even though we did go behind and like there were shaky moments, it just always felt like we were just going to create enough to win. So that's just a really good sign going forward.
Cool. So, Disu, I want to ask you about Aaron Wan-Bissaka, aka Toph Wan-Bissaka, in certain sections of football Twitter.
That's the best nickname ever, man.
Top Wan-Bissaka.
Obviously, that's a nod to his ball carrying attributes or not. Rodney, you were mentioning them getting behind quite a bit early in the game. I thought it was because he was getting forward quite a lot, more than usual, and he was getting the ball in good positions, but obviously that's not naturally his best position. But they were essentially, I felt like they were getting him behind him where he would usually be, and obviously you're getting him behind him. It's Lindelof who's covering up. That's probably Matic's worst game in a while. Like even stretching back to before the lockdown. So just to talk on Aaron Wan-Bissaka and some of the individual performances, good and bad, from that game.
Wan-Bissaka is just some of the stuff he does. God forgive me. Fuck me, bro. No. That thing in the right hand in the corner flag.
Yeah.
Mazzoline.
Well, when he went to chop it back. And he had to chop it back.
Like, what I think is it crack? Is it crack?
Oh.
But the thing is, he's still got the ability to get past his fullback. It looks mad scary. Like
he does it
all over the place. Like he's like he's doing the little Kim dance, yeah. But then he goes saucer, man.
They call it the whole car game dip, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He did put in that good ball for Rashford, who's unlucky to get that goal disallowed for offside. And it's good to see him now with Greenwood. He already looks better offensively simply because he can get further up the pitch. He's not receiving the ball and doing stuff like 45 yards away from goal because Greenwood's caused enough problems where you're pushing. He was pushing his left back. He's bringing his left back in with him when Greenwood comes on touchline. And Wan-Bissaka's getting round the back. But obviously, he's going to have to time it. I don't think him bombing forward was a problem. The issue was our possession. So we're turning the ball over way more than we have in the previous games. So that's why transition-wise, we looked a lot worse. They're getting in behind him a lot worse because we're losing the ball quite early in our build-up process where Matic or Pogs or Bruno or Rash or Martial will be a bit sloppy and then all of a sudden they're away again. But at least he's actually attempting to beat his man and putting in better crosses than he has been in the previous year. So I think he is improving. My main issue with him is just like the basic ball retention stuff in the middle of the pitch, like in the middle third, like pop it inside to Matic or to Pogba or to Bruno. He might just dull or the pass is a bit higgy and there's a turnover. So I don't really like that. In terms of the good individual performances, I thought the whole back line was scary. Matic, that was his worst game. I thought Pogba was good, not as good as previous games, but it feels like Pogba's playing in Gear 1. Like it's just light, it's just pass and go, creating chances, ball retention good. I thought Bruno was pretty good. I think that was probably one of Bruno's better performances in terms of just overall ball retention and not just doing shooting inshallahs like he usually does. And I'm really enjoying Rashford's game. He's played a lot different to previously because before Rashford was quite high octane, get the ball, run past the man, bang man shots. But now he's picking and choosing his moments and he's dropping in, he's playing some clever passes. His pass to Bruno was excellent. Bruno should finish that. So I enjoyed Rashford's performance. Martial, I thought, was a bit more quiet, but I don't think he even had any chances outside of the shot that he took. But obviously, he's got a fantastic goal. So I was mainly impressed with, I'll say, Rash, Pogs, and Bruno. Obviously, Greenwood. I can't even forget. Greenwood's fucking mental. Absolutely mental. I can't even buy any more Greenwood stock. If I buy any more Greenwood stock, the FCA will fucking arrest me. Like, the guy is insane. I don't even understand how... No, when Greenwood gets the ball, I just think it's a goal. Like, I legit think it's a goal. And I only thought that way about another player, and that's Messi. And I'm not comparing him to Messi or Ronaldo, but know that confidence that, he's cutting into his left or right, you're expecting something to happen. And I think that is so... And you saw the danger of it. And I feel like I was watching a Greenwood camp, I think Greenwood and you can see that he actually looks quicker than the beginning of the season.
I said that.
Which is insane. Like, he looks quicker than the beginning of the season. So now he is a full-fledged...
He's evolving before our eyes. Like, he's literally evolved. We're watching him growing game on game. It's crazy.
The brother's 18 years old and he's already got 15 goals all comps. This is his first season.
Mm.
And it's not even like he's getting mad chances. He's just clapping it from wherever he feels like it. You see what I'm saying? So
He's probably the same finishes that he was doing in the youth leagues, man.
he's taking the Prem.
Like context,
He's taking
Rashford last 2 seasons got 13 goals in his last 2 seasons. Greenwood got 15 already.
Yeah,
If I start speaking, bro, I'm gonna start throwing out the world class.
And I think we've been saying on this podcast and on the group chat that Greenwood is going to come and disgrace Martial and Rashford. And your rival fans are thinking, well, Martial and Rashford are cold. But yet, this guy,
different, man.
This guy's different because you don't even need to beat you to score. The draw of his shot is just outrageous. And the accuracy and the technique, because he's not like he's just placing the ball. He's hitting the ball with accuracy and speed.
Yeah. The second one was mental.
Yeah.
Because he's going the other way.
And he's going the other way.
And he slapped it there.
Bro, even the first goal's mental, bro. Keeper should save that comfortably with a strong hand. It's like he just broke a man's hand, bro.
Exploded off his feet, man.
Literally, like
no backlift as well, you know.
And I think this attack is mad that is literally one addition. You're getting rid of Daniel James and putting in Greenwood. But obviously Bruno coming back and Bruno coming in makes the team better. But just that the fact that all 3 players can dribble, pass, and shoot makes such a difference because they're a problem anywhere. All 3 of them could score from outside the box. All 3 of them could go down the left or right. All 3 of them could pass. All 3 of them could dribble and finish. So
you've seen them pop up in different positions.
So Greenwood was
rotating as well.
Rashford's picking up on the right side a lot now as well.
Which is good.
Rashford and Greenwood are doing a lot of switching.
I have the personal belief that if you're a good modern forward, doesn't need to play left or right. Like I never believed that Rashford can't play on the right. That means they're not patterned yet. You see what I'm saying? But Greenwood could play. We saw Greenwood pop up on the left end against Brighton, and he was doing bits. You see what I'm saying?
Greenwood's assist to Bruno. We need to talk about that assist. Do you see the quality of that pass to Bruno? Like, I don't feel like Martial or Rashford would have been able to do that. Like
Martial Rashford would continue to dribble.
Bro, he literally clipped it, just a delicate little clip.
Right in stride. That was
an amazing assist.
Greenwood took 2 touches from the Matic pass, which is crazy as well. The first touch extended out of his foot, looked up, perfect pass. So he looked really good, and I'm happy that. And this is why I've always been so keen on the attack, or everybody calls it the drip players, because boy, our defense was moving hickey. We conceded 2 goals. It didn't matter. We scored 5. We could have scored more.
Yeah,
and that's what a good attack does. Like
old Man United way, innit? Just
definitely.
Like, we weren't even clicking, but we just got too much quality. Like literally too much. Like if Rashford ain't at it, you still got Martial or Greenwood, and vice versa. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, Greenwood was obviously the star man, and I'm just happy that he's. I remember me and Mariah were talking about it at the beginning of the season, and we were both like, Greenwood has to start. So I'm so annoyed that it's taken Ollie this long to bring him in, because he would have had, if he came in, let's say 2 or 3 months.
Couple draws would have been wins.
He might be our top scorer by now, no joke.
He's on 15, so
yeah. A couple draws would be wins, and you're looking at the table. That's the difference between.
That's a huge difference. We'd be comfy on 3rd.
Yeah, that's
comfy on 3rd.
What has he got? Reams 8 league goals, yeah.
8 league goals and 7 starts.
How much has Firmino got?
8. No, you got 7. You got 7.
Hey, turn that up.
He's got a goal at Anfield since World War II, fam.
So our next game on Thursday, we've got Aston Villa, and after that we've got Southampton. Michael, how bullish are you feeling about the run-in? Obviously, Chelsea won, and Leicester finally gotten themselves a win as well. How bullish are you feeling about our chances of top 4? I think most of us, we're going into most games now thinking that we can beat anyone we're faced with. But how bullish are you feeling based on what you've seen so far?
Yeah, I think with the way the Bournemouth game went, like the fact that we weren't at our best and still we could bag 5 goals, leaves you with confidence that even if De Gea is having a sloppy one or Maguire is having a sloppy one, leaves you confident that we could just outscore the other teams. And teams like Villa, they haven't got the firepower like that. So I think they're not packing like that. So at best, they may get 1 goal and then we'll just slap 3. That's the confidence of going into these games with. Like, I think it's good in a way that we were a bit sloppy in Bournemouth, because I think we had 2 3-0 wins, and that leaves us sometimes, when it's going that good, it pavers over the cracks, that it makes you think, maybe you don't need to get another centre-back, or maybe you don't need another DM. sometimes you sort of get gassed like that. But I'm kind of happy that it just shows that those frailties are there that need to be addressed. But at the same time, our strikers can cover for that, and we can get the win because Aston Villa's not packing like that. And even who's the next team? What,
Southampton are a good side.
They're decent. They're decent. Obviously, they beat Man City, and obviously they got Ings. Ings is a shooter.
Hey, Maguire and them don't want to see Ings and Redmond, fam. I'm telling you that now.
Yeah.
Stanislas is doing up Jogo Benito in the future of dreams.
The thing that's going to be a difficult one.
That's going to be difficult.
The thing that bothers me about Maguire is that, like, for me, if you're a top class centre back, no one should be dribbling past you. That's what I see a top class centre back. They should see you and have fear. The fact that in your own box, my man can nutmeg you.
You think a man has ever tried that with Virgil van Dijk? You think a man has ever tried that with Virgil van Dijk? He would never.
Man are just happy to run past. Man are just happy to run in the vicinity of Van Dijk, like just in and around him. They count that as a win. Like.
When is Van Dijk here? When is Van Dijk? Man are tucking in their chains. Man are tucking in their chains having their watches. When is Maguire? Man are looking at racks and counting them in their pockets.
What is it?
People have dubs Maguire this season.
Too many.
Lacazette, Ricky, Stanislas, and literally 3 bums on purpose.
There are them. Troy Deeney as well, bro.
Troy Deeney gave him a bad man. What's that guy from Sheffield United? Musa or something?
Musa. He gave Lindelof and Maguire together. He gave them together.
3-piece. Come on, fam.
Them lot are scary, man. Certain managers were talking to certain left-footed centre-backs. How do people feel about that?
If that happens, nah, Carrington is getting blown up. No, boy. No.
Brother, stinks, bro.
That man will charge us a cool 45 to 50 M for us to say, okay, we need a commanding centre back now.
Nathan Ake.
48% of his aerial drills he won.
48%.
I'm pretty sure
half. Nah, shocking now. Get him out of here, man.
He needs to stay away, man. That guy is so.
Are you not ready to apologize to me and admit that I was right that Smalling is better than Maguire?
Huh? Boy. Who's you lot? Because I never said that.
I think you're forgetting how bad Smalling was, man.
Smalling is better than Maguire.
I'm with him. My United career, you cannot put a clip or highlight reel like Maguire's from this season, and that's a Fendi fact.
Yes, you can.
No,
just from one game.
No, you can't.
Chelsea away.
That game against Chelsea.
Chelsea away. You go. No.
I love Elijah's memory, boy. Elijah is a.
That's the worst game.
That is not as bad as Maguire against Sheffield United.
Bro, he was active for all 4 goals. Kante, the double.
Yeah, Kante.
Come on, man.
Oh my God, that's Smalling, isn't it? Nah.
Come on, man.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you.
That was a byline with no space, and he got past him. How?
I'm still taking Smalling, bro, over Maguire, bro.
That's a Fendi fact.
Look at what Junior Stanislas done to my man, fam.
What? There was nowhere to go. He
was half a yard away from him, and still put it through his legs with such ease. Please stop hyping Harry Maguire. I'm begging you, man.
Like they can see when the train's coming through. Okay, what?
Big man team.
10 minutes.
I don't know anyone standing there defending
bro. The guy's a double-decker bus, fam. Can't move, bro.
Nah, no one's defending him like that.
And he plays every game. He plays
every minute of every game in the league.
He does not want to rest. He plays every game.
You got to play him, boy. You got to play
him. I don't know if he's. What do you say?
He's a captain in that. Do you not really
respect him?
I promise you.
I don't think they respect him like that.
There's at least 3 or 4 men that they're trying to hear from before
him.
The celebration's wavy, though.
Oh,
wavy. It's so cold.
If Maguire had anything about him, Maguire had anything about him, he's going to the gaff at the end of the season and saying, "Listen, I should not be captain," and he's giving it back. And he's giving it back. Bro, I'm looking at Pogba, I'm looking at Bruno, I'm looking at Rashford, and all 3 of them should have it before this guy. Come on, man. I'm looking at his performances on that of a captain, bro.
Look at who we got. Look at who's rolled in.
Oh,
Man
my
should have
God.
Sebi, Elo.
Oh, just rolling in, you know.
Hey, that's come on.
Jordan Hair.
No,
Jordan's hair.
Rodman.
Nah, Jordan, bro. I had the team needed me. The team was
We
down.
really didn't. We really didn't.
I've come back. Nah, the team didn't need me. We got a full house today. Nah.
Yeah.
What you saying, Steve Kerr?
Who's he talking to? He's not talking to me. He's not talking to me, boy. He's trying to want to use still.
Hey, Coach,
And everyone went quiet. Everyone went quiet, boy.
What we're quickly chatting about, because I'm on 2 Zoom meetings. Let me give my input.
We're talking about Maguire.
Solid centre back, our captain. You know, one of my favorites.
Get him out of there. Go to have a meeting, fam.
You know, when we look at it, you know, what's our run? We're on 43 goals, 6 goals conceded, 43 goals scored, building up from the back. What else do you want, lads? Come on. What else do you want?
Good to get done by Junior Stanislas.
What about, listen, first of all, Maguire's not even good on the ball.
Hmm?
Maguire holds us the ball.
You heard
so
him.
long.
You're hearing suddenly not working.
Like, give me the ball. Give me the ball. Maguire's like, oh no, I'm Lucio.
You know, progressing the ball into the other team's final third. You know, stepping out. You know, you just gotta respect it. You know, some people do make mistakes. Some people make mistakes, innit? But shout out my guy Maguire, man. He's always doing his bit, and then especially, you know, obviously he did get done by Stanislas, but De Gea got beat at his near post. That's criminal. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So
no, we discussed that. We don't think De Gea is to blame for that.
Stop.
Anyway, lads, yeah, man.
See you later.
Text in the group about somebody else. Cool.
Have a good one.
Kukoc. Nice introduction there from Tony Kukoc. He's a criminal. He's a criminal. Yeah. So back to, I don't think between him and Smalling, I really couldn't say, man. I really couldn't say. I've seen Smalling mess up. I've seen Smalling mess up so many times. And the worst thing is, Smalling has P&P. Like Smalling has it. Like Maguire doesn't, innit? So you can understand why in certain situations why he gets dealt with. Like Smalling's got no excuse.
Bling's got no P&P, and I never see Bling get put in a spin cycle like Maguire. Maguire is getting a magazine happen to him every day, bro. Every game, fam.
Yeah, trust.
Every game. What's his game quality?
When he got nutmegged,
good lad.
Telling you, it took him about 5 seconds to turn around to see where the ball was in the, and he turned around. Oh, it's just mad. How can you turn that flow like your hips are metal or something? I don't get it, bro.
And the thing is, you can literally see it happening as he's coming over. Yeah. He's sucked himself in here, man. And Stanislas is like waiting for it. Yeah. Cool. All right. So before the pod, somebody had a particular request. They wanted this segment added last minute, and of course, me, benevolent as I am, happy to oblige. A segment of Jose Mourinho and how it's payback time. So yes, Disu. Take the floor, sir. What do you want to tell the people?
Okay, so shout out. I think he's in the group. Oh, he's still there, Elijah. I'm not sure if he's paying attention. He's a big fan of us getting on Thursday, and I told him it will end in tears. He didn't want to listen to me. Shout out him.
I knew. Do you know what the thing is? Yeah, I knew it would end in tears. I just thought, you know what? In the meantime, let's just get some. Let's just get some trophies. Hopefully, he doesn't.
You're lying.
Out. Yeah, no, I'm not lying.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. I am not lying. I knew it always ends in tears with Jose. I'm not dumb. Like with Chelsea, Madrid, Chelsea again, like it was obviously going to end in tears. But in the meantime, I thought, you know what? Let's get some trophies, and then after that, we can get in like a better, like not a better manager, like a more modern manager, if you will.
So a better manager.
No, like a more modern manager.
So a better manager.
A more modern manager, if you will.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, so
what does that mean?
A better manager, isn't it?
No, it means a manager more in tune with the times. Because
a more modern manager. Manager. A more modern manager.
Yeah. Because Jose has his accolades in it. Like that's
he does.
Like, yeah, but I mean, to be fair, like what like even from the start, I could tell that like this Jersey guy was on budge because from time like I said it from the start, like we cannot play a 4-2-3-1, and then he tried to play Pogba and Fellaini in a double pivot, and I said, "What are you doing, bro?" And then it just continues to get worse from there. Every single decision was just bad and was just obviously going to end in tears. And even like halfway through his second season where we were second, it just didn't feel like anything, like, because by that time...
That was the most fugazi second of my life,
It was
man.
just so... It was so...
The title race was done in November.
Fam, it was just so emotionless, and like he brought in Sanchez to play left wing over Martial just as Martial was getting good form. Then he put him to the right. Rashford was playing crap. Matic just went out of form. Lukaku was there with his like 13-game goalless run. Like it just became so bad so quickly. And was that
the season we finished second? Was that the Football Heritage season? Yeah.
Yeah. That was March. Yeah. That's crazy. Like it's insane. It's insane. Because you know what the worst thing is? I actually remember I decided not to watch that game because I knew that we was gonna lose. I thought, you know what?
Pogba for McTominay, you know,
bro. Like it's ridiculous. Like I'm not gonna watch a game where you're dropping your best players just to prove a point. Like, come on, like, nah. Like I can't.
He literally threw the game to prove a point.
Like that's the thing. I cannot. The thing is with Jose is that I always thought that the most important thing to him was just to win, and then it might be other stuff. But it became clear at United it was just agendas over anything. He became like football Twitter, fam. It was just an agenda thing with everyone, and it just ruined everything.
He's a sick man, and I'm so happy everything's happening how it is happening now, because really and truly, our squad, in terms of the people that actually contribute, because I don't think Maguire contributes, that might be controversial. Maguire's he's actually a net liability for us. That's my personal opinion. But really and truly, it's only Bruno that's different to what Mourinho had, because he obviously Green was coming through, but he had Martial and Rashford. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What he did with Martial and Rashford, the fact that if you look at Martial and Rashford's numbers and performances with LVG, you scrap out Jose, you put it with Oli, they're looking crazy. So you had these two extremely talented young attackers. You basically make them share minutes, and then when one of them is on punishment, you use the other to play ahead of. So 1 minute Rashford's on punishment, Martial's playing, and vice versa. The football you play is awful. Is not conducive. You're having Rashford chase right backs up and down the touchline. You see what I'm saying? You have a Rashford cross the ball from nowhere. And the fact that, we now move away from him. It's not like Ollie's like some football genius, but the fact that now both these players have had their two most productive seasons, they're firing, and your team is 10th. Your team is 10th, and you've got Son, you've got Lo Celso, Ndombele, who you're having a fight with, you've got Harry Kane, you've got experienced defenders, so you've got an experienced team, like all the things you want. And now you're talking like your team is a bunch of bums. You're 10th, you're a few points ahead of Everton and Newcastle. Like, to me, it just shows that this manager is finished. He's been finished. And some people were saying when he got sacked, obviously people are blaming United players, people are blaming Pogba. But really and truly, if you watch football, you analyze football, he's finished as a manager. He's finished. Look what he's doing with Spurs. It's insane. They even when we played them when we came out of lockdown, Spurs at home, and Spurs are holding on in the second half. And he was talking about the difference in United's bench and Spurs bench. I'm like, hold on, big man. You're dissing these man like 6 months ago, and now you're bigging them up like they're dons. So nah, man, like just seeing Jose pain, I just hope his suffering continues. Sorry, Spurs fans, I hope you fail miserably every game. I hope they get smacked up tonight by Everton. And it's just delicious. Every time Martial and Rashford score or play well, it's just a vindication of you had these resources. Like, and it shows that you had these resources. So if you used to coach up these resources, utilize them, put them in the best positions to win. As me and Mariah used to always say on Touchdown Frackers when they were dissing our players, we're like, you don't even put these people in positions to succeed. Like now, Rashford and Martial getting the ball in and around the box, they could take shots, they could pass, they could dribble. When I played for Jose Mourinho, literally anyone was playing Mata, Mkhitaryan, Martial, Lingard, Rashford. They'll have to come to halfway line to pick up the ball because we didn't have no ethos of playing. And yeah, so it's just beautiful seeing Jose's pain. And United fans that were so angry with Woodward for sacking him, how do you like him now?
We'll put down a clip and we'll share that with our listeners tomorrow morning.
Oh, the Nigerian Lagos fans want to come and pan me.
Like Michael, yeah?
They're going to pam you tomorrow, bro. I can't even lie.
Yeah, he's a legend in Lagos. Still, if he wasn't Portuguese, he'd be Nigerian. He's vengeful like a Nigerian man. He's successful like a Nigerian man, and he's spiteful. There's a couple of things I want to get you lots of opinions on. The first thing is the state of the team, because I think this is a bit of a contentious issue. There's different opinions kind of going around in regards to this. So essentially, what positions need strengthening most urgently? So with the emergence of Greenwood, a lot of people are now of the opinion that maybe getting in a right winger becomes less of a priority because we have a quality front three. But then with what we saw against Bournemouth, that getting another centre-back in and potentially a left-back in is of more importance. So just throughout the panel, the group, I want us to kind of discuss where we think the most urgent update of players is needed. And obviously Matic getting a new contract as well, and what that may potentially mean for the DM position. So, Rodney, what are your thoughts?
No, I don't think. I think right wing still needed. I'm gonna go right wing, DM, left back, and then CM. And then centre back.
Okay. Then centre back. How about you, Michael?
I think I'm a bit different to Rodney there. I think centre back first.
Okay.
Then DM, then left back, then right wing.
Okay. Elijah?
Yeah, I'm gonna go DM, right wing, centre back, left back.
Reams, since you've reappeared. What are your thoughts?
What, on who we should sign?
Yeah, positions of importance in terms of signings.
DM, right wing, left back, centre back.
Can we win a league title with Maguire and Lindelof as our centre back pairing?
No chance, man. No chance.
We can.
Who said we can?
We just need to score 100 goals.
Our front three need to be crazy.
All three of them
That's it.
at least 20.
Our front three need to be crazy.
That's it. It's not in the job.
What about you, Timmy? In what order would you recruit?
Right wing first.
Yeah.
It's toss up between DM and centre back next, but I'm gonna say DM.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go right wing, DM, centre back, left back.
Yeah. And Dissu, in what order would you?
I'll say. At first in the group, I'll say centre back, but I actually think DM first. DM, centre back, because I don't want to see them guys right wing, left back.
Okay. We've given Matic a new contract. How do we feel about that, firstly?
I don't mind it, to be honest with you. I think Corona's fucked a few things up for us, financially. Even the biggest clubs are going to get hit. And I just think it's kind of like a stopgap. I think essentially, though, what they're saying to us is we're not going to get a DM this summer. We're going to have to use Matic, use McTominay, and use Fred while we can. But
I was hoping that wasn't what they were saying.
And then we can push Matic out of the team. I don't know why he was given 3 years, though. I think 3 years is a bit excessive.
I think it was only 2, That's why I think
No, it's 3 till 2023.
I think his current deal expires in 2021, though.
Yeah, so he got a 2-year extension.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So he got a 2-year extension. I still think that he probably should have got a 1-year extension. I don't actually. Maybe they think he'll have a little bit of value. Sell him with a year left. I don't know, but
I'm 33.
Yeah, I think we'll get a DM next summer and not this summer. Unfortunately, I think priority is probably going to be right wing and probably another creative midfielder for the bench, or to rotate with Pogba and Bruno. So I'm not disappointed with it, because generally I think Matic has played really well, and I think he's kind of shut a few people up as of late, because he's not bad. The problem is
Timmy,
he's just aging. Yeah.
Who's he shut up? Just give a few names quickly.
Oh, bro, I'm just talking United fans in general. Like,
There's
I
one
wasn't
man.
trying
There's
to
one man
draw.
on here. There's
I
one man
wasn't. I
on
wasn't
here.
trying to draw anyone out, but
No,
I guess that
draw
one
him out.
man
Draw
is.
him out. There's one. Look,
Bro, I
come
don't
in here
know,
now.
bro. Who is it? Elijah or something? I don't
Yeah, he
even know.
knows who it is.
Yo,
You
of
come
course.
in.
I've been waiting. My enemies are on here today, bro. My enemies are on here today.
Hey,
Fam.
Elijah, fam.
Fam,
Hey, put the
look.
camera on you, fam. We're looking at you.
Bro.
That he's moving like he's moving like L from Death Note.
Hey,
bro.
look, yeah. Look, he has performed how he used to perform when he first came to Chelsea, and like this is the first time he's actually played like this in like that amount of time. Even when he like kind of fell off at Chelsea, and then he came back underneath Conte, he wasn't performing like this. Like this is the best I've seen him perform in like
a
a while.
long time. Yeah.
And I really think that's put down to the fact that he basically took the whole first half of the season off. He was just out of. He wasn't in contention. He was sending shots at Solskjaer through the media all the time.
I thought he was leaving in January.
Yeah,
Milan's gonna go link up with Conte again.
Yeah. Like it was legit like that. But then I think McTominay got injured versus Newcastle. Then he comes in versus Burnley, and we get our first clean sheet since September. And then since then, it's just been clean sheet after clean sheet, and he has been so good. Like this is the best I've seen him in a while, and like it's really shown people how a DM is supposed to.
Show people you.
No. It has shown people how a proper DM plays because too many people were talking about.
Don't
like,
say people. Say me. Speak in the first person. Please.
Show people.
It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong.
Let him land. Let's see how he spins it.
But yeah, it's like him performing like that is really showing the importance of getting a proper DM, and like how none of McTominay and Fred can perform that role properly, because even versus Brighton as well, McTominay came on for Pogba, and the gaps that were appearing was ridiculous. And this is
that little cameo when them man came on. Oh my
yeah,
word.
it was ridiculous. Like I'm thinking, how are you more defensively unaware than Pogba? And like come on. But yeah, he's definitely proven me wrong. Like he's performed really well. And yeah, I mean, I can understand why he got the 3-year contract. Hopefully we're still looking at a DM this summer, because I think that's the most imperative decision, because he can't play every single week, because relying on his legs, especially if we get into Champions League as well, right? We can't really rely on his legs every single week, and if we do, it's just going to fall back into the same.
The Matic you were talking about at the start of the season. We should probably start Fred against Villa, to be honest. So Matic can be rested against Southampton.
Elijah is so clever. He just buried that L in a 1,000-word essay.
Yeah, you have to search it. I respect it. I respect it.
He buried that L in a 1,000-word essay.
Politician with it.
It was good.
And rights, bro.
Start of the season, we lost Lukaku. Someone also on here was complaining about the goals that we'd
yeah. Name him, bro. Name him.
Very specific.
This one,
very adamant that we were going to miss his goals. You don't sell Lukaku if you're not going to replace his goals. I just wanted to get his feedback on how he thinks that's panned out over the season. He was here a minute ago. Maybe if I call his name, he'll come forth once again. Rodney. Hi, mate. Can't see you. Can't hear you either. I'll take you off mute. That might be able to do it. No. I've asked him to unmute. Doesn't seem to be. No.
That is shameless. That is so shameless.
This is shameless. Even me. He actually tried to make me eat my L, and then now look at him, just hiding.
Wow. He's back.
Hello, Rob. Wait, you were sending me the unmute. I was like, no. I'm staying muted hard.
Yeah. Speak on it.
Hey, someone's got to screenshot this guy's face, man. Hey, this is pure embarrassment, man.
Oh gosh.
Who's gonna come from?
He's looking at me like he's looking at me like he's looking at me like he hears with his eyes. Like if I scream my eyes down enough. Oh gosh. One of the few times I've seen Rodney short for words, boy. Wow.
Happens, man.
This is unprecedented.
Nothing to say on that.
Nothing to say on that, yeah?
Yeah, let's move on.
No,
I'm like,
You can
these
see
words
that,
about Maguire.
you can see that selling Lukaku and getting our money back was the right decision, though.
Say that again?
You admit that selling Lukaku and getting our money back was the correct decision?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Listen, he's a man.
We let him get away with that. We're letting him get away with this,
people's
man.
L's in. I like people that can admit.
Yeah,
Judge. That shows self-awareness.
cool.
But him and Elijah are going back and forth about this, yeah, like every day for like 4 months, bro.
Hey,
Me and him went back and forth about it for ages as well.
Now, when Rashford started well and Martial started all right, guys were like, well, see, we don't need Lukaku. You cannot sell Lukaku's goals if you're not going to replace them. Even voice note. You know, Rodney doesn't even voice note too tough. You cannot sell.
Rodney didn't think Rashford and Martial would hit 30 goals between them
Yeah, he didn't.
all season. He didn't think they'd hit 30 goals between them, bro.
Yeah.
But to be fair, they're having their best season, so
That's the point. That's why you sold Lukaku.
I never
That
saw
was a confidence some of your colleagues had, that if you gave them Lukaku's minutes in a team which just the manager just played them basically.
It's a win-win for everybody because Lukaku's doing bits at Inter. We're doing bits. Do you know what I mean?
So yeah, we
No,
can.
I was
we
watching,
can
but to be fair, when I made that bet with A1, lost my money. Rashford was having stinkers after stinkers, man. Like
Confident in it. He was like, yeah.
For anyone that was watching Rashford, like after Tottenham during the PSG, like could say that Rashford was gonna have his best season this year. Shout out to you, because he couldn't control the ball. He was running the ball.
Yeah, I was with you. I'll definitely with you in that.
Like, that was a mad period where I was thinking, raw, I can't see Rashford then going on, and I didn't know what Oli was about, and I just couldn't see Rashford or Martial having their best seasons. But to be fair, if there's those who saw it,
I think it may be from our perspective, because I was with you there, we probably underrated the impact that Jose Mourinho had on the development of the two players.
Yeah, definitely.
And on the team in general, to be honest, man, because when he's at a club and he's not happy, nobody's happy. Nobody's happy. He's coming into...
No vibes.
No goals, no assists, no vibes. For real. I'm going to go through the listeners' questions now, because as you're prone to saying, Rodney, we've got tons of them. Now you enjoy answering the questions, so we'll whiz through these now. The first one is from Ken Patchy one. Are we still Ollie out? How come we don't complain about tactics or pattern of play anymore?
We have good players now.
Bro, I mean, even our pattern of play has not changed. We just have.
God, what is he watching? Where he needs to come on and tell us what pattern of play he's seeing. Because all is quality players.
See, I don't think this. You know what? I don't think he's saying he's seen any pattern of play. I think what he's saying is that when we was crap, every week you man are coming on here breaking down the tactics of why Ollie's so shit, and now it's just a drink up every week.
Yeah,
so,
because we're winning. Because we're winning.
But listen, we're not having drink up saying, "Rah, Ollie's doing this, Ollie's doing." Have you heard anyone since the restart say Ollie's moving mad? We're talking about individual players, individual quality. We're not talking about what Ollie's doing. So our drink up is because we're watching quality players now. It's not like, boom, we're gonna ignore the fact that Ollie's.
Well, man think that Ollie's like, okay, cool. Hey Bruno, I want you to do a back heel every time you get it. Yeah?
Like Wan-Bissaka, look awkward if you can. Like, there's not much.
Hey Maguire, when you're defending, open your legs as wide as possible and don't move really slowly.
Again, don't save the thing.
Yeah.
PDG, I want you to pass the ball to them at all possible times. Yeah, even if the man
Buy you, while out, yeah?
Do you, my brother?
Cool. And he asked another question. Are we still Ollie out?
Yes.
I mean,
Who said yes? Michael.
I'm saying yes, bro.
Oh, Timmy.
I'm not impressed, but it's like, why rock the boat if something's all working well? Like,
I can't lie. I read
Bro,
that,
for me,
I read that he's made Pogba happy, and if that's good enough for Pogba, it's good enough for me, bruv. So, Ollie's at the work, man.
bro. For now,
What about
the job's not done yet. We're still fifth, bro.
actually
Guys are
crazy.
really excited. We are still fifth.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
crazy, man.
Let's
I
just
think
get
we
into
signed Bruno
fourth place
Fernandes,
and
we're first in the table.
then we can talk.
Yeah, A1's
Since we signed Bruno Fernandes, we're first in the table.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think, man, I'm moving like, what's everyone saying now type of thing? Come outside. I'll come outside and punch you up, bro. Because listen, Ollie's not doing mad things. So, like, we're still fifth.
Yeah, there you go. I'll come outside and punch you up.
Hey, Rodney, I thought you changed, fam. I thought you changed, fam.
No, but bro, man's trying to send for us, and we're still fifth. What? Are we back? Are we being serious?
That's
Stop it,
facts,
man.
bro. That's facts. That's facts.
Oh my god!
It's not like we're sitting here 23 points clear and we've won the league. Like, no, but what are you talking about? We're
It's the
fifth.
race for fourth still. Yeah,
Yeah, we're in the race for
And the thing
fourth.
is, remember, a lot of our criticisms was on team selection, and also that as a manager, you have to get the best out of the players that you had. He was doing mad stuff. Like, first of all, playing Pereira was mad stuff to me. Like, just even playing three at the back was in certain games was mad stuff because we didn't have enough quality in midfield anyway. So you're gonna not like he just does mad stuff. The difference now is you just got better players. Like, you've just got Pogba in the midfield, who's basically, you don't need to coach Pogba. He's gonna find a way to open up the pitch. Same thing with Bruno. You don't need to coach Bruno. Bruno's gonna create chances and score goals. You see what I'm saying? And that's why we bang on. Like, I think a lot of stuff in football and sport is really heavily predicated on your quality. Quality is probably like maybe 75 to 80% of the thing. And obviously, where the manager comes in is when the quality levels are similar. You see what I'm saying? So obviously, if we had the same amount of quality players as City and Liverpool, City and Liverpool will still outdo us because the gap in the coaching is there. Do you see it? But our problem was that we had players that were mid-table playing when Tottenham were injured.
Look how many good players Tottenham have.
Yeah, exactly.
And they can't win a game.
True.
Their problem is not their players.
Not at all.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, so I just think
One thing I do rate about Ollie is that he's adventurous in most cases.
And he's a good man manager. Like,
That's important.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm Ollie in until once Pogba puts pen on that contract, then I'll renew
Full time.
Ollie out agenda. Until then, survive,
bro. As soon as Ollie gives Pogba that contract, I'll be Ollie in, fam.
Nah,
give him the contract, bro. I just give my guy whatever he wants. What's the hair on? 400.
Yeah.
I'll even double that for Pogba, bro.
I'm going to keep 300 bags a week, you know.
I'm just waiting to see what he does in the transfer window before I decide if I'm.
That's big to me because I think
I can't lie, the last transfer window was Higgy.
He's doing well with his transfers.
No,
Let's hold on. Lads.
You wasn't here yet. You wasn't here last week.
Lads, decorum, please.
Yeah, have a good window.
Let's talk about his signing since he's come in. I think for the most part they've been good. Yeah. So,
of course
Daniel James is
two good signings.
2 out of 10.
Two good signings. 2 out of 4. 50% record.
Daniel James is 0 out of 10.
Out of 5.
Daniel James he's not the guy.
He's 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10. Agreed.
Oh no! For what he is, Daniel James is fine. Our issue was that he was playing much more than he should.
Exactly.
A £15 million pickup from the Championship. He's fine for what we paid. I
Bro,
think.
Exactly.
No,
bro, it's not a good. It's not a good signing for Man United.
Player.
Exactly, it's not a good signing.
No, but wait. He wasn't signed to start like that. He was signed to come off the
I
bench.
don't care
He
if
could
you're
be
signed
an
to play.
impact
Yeah,
player.
but bro,
why did he sign
Hey,
him?
Rodney, tell me who was supposed to start in his place.
What do you mean?
He was bought for right wing, yeah?
Yeah,
He was bought for right wing off the bench, apparently. So who was starting instead of him?
I don't know, bro.
So how are people saying that we bought him to not start? Like,
Maguire's a 2 out of 10 signing.
less. Like clown.
Come on, nah.
Maguire's like a 5 out of 10. 5,
He's a
6 out of 10.
Are you not
He's a
on
4.
crack?
He's a 4.
Are you not on crack? £8 million.
No, I'm not on crack. Thank you. No, I'm not on crack. Thank you very much.
Hey,
Is
is it crack? Is it crack?
Is it crack?
Maguire is
Wait.
2 out of 10.
No, but 2 out of 10 is a bit mad, bro. That's
Mad. Come on, man.
Maguire has been
That's
so
crazy,
awful, bro.
Are you maybe we have different
4.5.
4.5 for what? That means he's just below average. He's been criminal.
Nah. He's been a 4.
Cool. You know what, yeah? Hey, Mariah, when you post a pod, yeah, post this clip, so underneath I could click the Maguire comp underneath, I will do a poll.
Wait, can I just say, last week, Reem said he's been a 7 out of 10. Come off mute, my bro. Come off mute, but he's gone as well.
He knew it was coming.
We have conceded 31 goals in the league this what, 33 now.
Yeah.
Here we go.
117 last season.
Come and defend him.
We conceded 107 goals.
Oh, man.
33.
Ask a
The
question.
only difference in our team this season is that we now
Okay, what's Maguire's best attributes?
Harry Maguire.
He's
So he's been a 7 out of 10. So he's been a 7 out of 10.
Explain to me.
Has he been a 7 out of 10?
Of course, he's been good.
He's been a 7 out of 10. What
I'll
did you
give him
see?
a 5.
What
I'll
did
give
you
him
see
a
on
5.
Saturday?
He's just
What did you see on Saturday?
He's not a great player. He's not a great player, but like he could get spun. But like the thing about Maguire,
he can't get spun. He gets
He
spun.
does get spun. No, he can.
Man would ignore all of the chances that he snuffs out, all of the aerial balls that he wins.
He's decent. He
Man
has
said all the
been.
aerial balls. We conceded the most goals for set pieces in the league.
Can't convince me Maguire's been bad.
No. He hasn't been bad.
Hey,
He has been
Reem,
decent. He's
are
been
you
okay.
Decent. He's been decent.
He has been okay, but he's just been like for me personally, I'll either give him a 4 or 5 because judging on 8 million, like I have to give him a 4. But just judging
Elijah,
on
how
him
can you
as a
say
player,
he's been okay and then say he's been a 4 or a 5?
That's 6.
5 is
How
average.
can you say
5
he's
is
been
average.
okay and then say 4 or a 5?
Lads,
Are you
average.
okay?
5
You don't know that he's the most
Five
expensive
is
defender of all
average.
time. He's the most expensive defender of all time, and he's got about 4 different clips, 4 different videos of him doing the Mazine.
He has not been good. He has not been good.
His mistakes are too much for his price.
He has not been good.
He's not been good.
Exactly. So,
He's
make up your mind, please.
he's
Make up
been
your mind.
okay.
What is it?
That's an
He has
oxymoron
not been
right there,
good.
Elijah.
He's been okay.
He's
has
been
not
okay.
Good.
That's it.
He's been okay. Make up your mind.
He's
4
been
out-
okay.
4 out of 10. 5 out
He's
of 10.
been okay.
People
Okay
pressure.
is 5 or 6 out of 10.
No.
4
or 5.
Okay is 5 or 6 out of 10, not 4 or 5 out of 10.
Well, not for me. For me,
Yeah,
he's
let's
been
not
a
get
5.
into semantics. In fact, let's not get into semantics because we could be here all day. Elijah said he's been okay, and for Elijah's
Elijah's a
4 or 5.
fraud. I've just learned this guy's a fraud.
Okay, bro.
My God.
Okay, bro.
Let's get on to the next one. Let's get on to the next question. We'll leave Maguire there, yeah? Got a question from OsBNJV2. Who's a bigger flop out of Memphis and Sanchez?
Sanchez.
Come on, that's a silly question, bro. Memphis was actually okay.
You see,
Was he?
that's what I mean. Silly questions. Come on, bro.
Listen, they want your
Silly
opinion.
questions.
They want your opinion.
Sanchez,
Give your opinion. Give your opinion politely, and we go to the next question. I don't know why that's so hard for you, Robbie.
No, but listen, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, this is the best part of the pod, man. I swear down.
He does this every week. He only has to do this once. You only have to do this once a week. Just be nice. Just be nice.
It's a good hour and 20 minutes we've taken out of our time. You have literally 30 seconds to write a question, and this is what you're asking us. You're wasting our time. Go away.
What happened to the rebrand? What happened to the rebrand?
Huh?
What happened to
What
the
happened to the
rebrand?
rebrand?
It's in progress, isn't it? It's coming. It's hard, isn't it?
Okay.
It's hard. No, but look, come on, look at the question. Who's been worse, Sanchez or Memphis? Come on, bro.
Right.
That's
cool,
so
man.
silly.
Another question from Jack and Max. Black 11 versus a white 11 from the Premier League era. That's Man United players. Who do you pick and who wins? All right, let's put
White
it together.
11.
We don't have a black goal. Let's do blacks first. We don't have a black goalkeeper, do we? Who's the darkest goalkeeper?
White
Tim
11.
Howard. Tim Howard. Who's our right?
goal, fam?
Where's Brown?
Who's our right back?
No,
Where's Brown right back?
Where's Brown?
Let's start at the back of Rio.
Raphael.
No,
Why you can be centre back with Rio? Wan-Bissaka.
No,
West
West
Brom.
Brom.
Not by.
Wan-Bissaka right back.
Ooh, contentious. This is contentious.
Alright,
I like it.
So
Spicy.
Wan-Bissaka right back, Rio and Brown centre back.
Aaron Brown and
We got left back Evra, obviously.
Yeah.
Where's
yeah.
Brown? Hold on, guys.
What
you're going too
formation we
quick
doing?
for-
4-4-2 or 4-3-3?
It has to
Let's
be
do
4-4-2.
4-4-2.
It has to be 4-4-2.
for Dwight and York.
Elijah's already looked ahead at the rest of the team and realised we ain't got three
Dwight and York.
good black midfielders.
And
Who's
then, so who we got right wing? Nani.
Nani and
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Hey, there's Marshall. Oh, shit. We got Bear. Oh, shit.
when you get to the attacking
Bro,
positions, it gets a bit techie
honestly,
still.
it doesn't matter because Black 11 won't win. It won't win, bro.
They're getting cooked. They're getting cooked, yeah.
Hey,
Nah,
you know,
let's
we
jump
won't
on
win.
But let's do it anyway. Yeah.
So we're doing a 4-4-2, yeah? So who's on the right?
Pogba and in the middle.
Okay, Pogba and Anderson. Okay. Who's on the right?
You said Nani, no?
No.
Nani,
Yeah.
Who's on the left?
Rashford.
Rush.
Who's up
Yeah.
top?
Wait,
York and Cole.
And Martial.
Martial and Cole.
Yeah,
But to be fair,
Martial.
Cole and York work really well together, innit?
I don't give a toss.
That makes the most sense. That makes the most sense, to be fair.
Yeah, Cole and York.
That combo is deadly.
It's all right. Martial can take Rashford off left wing then.
Yeah, but if it's got to be that, it's got to be that. But Cole and York up front.
Yeah.
Martial
there's
can take.
no-
Martial will take Rashford off left wing then.
We can't have Dwight York, man. We can't. He needs to
Why
pay
not?
child support. He's not paid no child support for that. Them man are criminals. They're criminals.
Big man
Wanted.
thing. Bro, we need to stop bashing these ex-players, fam.
We really do.
We need to stop bashing ex-players, fam. Please.
I imagine at some point we'd like them to come on our show as guests.
You know what I mean?
You know, when your agent sends you that segment of Rodney saying you don't play child support, are you going to respond to our email? I don't think you are. You know.
Well, hopefully he pays child support when he sees the email, isn't it?
What do you say, Reeves?
Feel like centre back, Ferdinand and Brown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ferdinand Brown. So the back. So it's Howard in goal, Wan-Bissaka at right back, Where's Brown and Rio centre back, Ephraim's left back, midfield. Yeah, I thought of Raphael as well. Midfield, Nani, Pogba.
Wait,
Anderson.
is Raphael black?
Nah,
Yeah.
Of course he is.
Brazilian, isn't it?
Over there, blood.
You prefer Raphael?
No,
I'm taking Wan-Bissaka still.
Are you crazy?
Raphael was the best right back in the league when we won the title.
Raphael's our best right back of all time.
I didn't.
Where's
Whoa.
That's fake.
Right back, I need to respect him, but
So what we said?
where's he
Raphael. He's
He's
Brazilian.
Brazilian, but I
He's Brazilian.
didn't know you was the black with the Afro.
How do you not know Raphael's Brazilian?
Wait, what Brazilian did you think he was? He ain't the Brazilian of Kaká, boy. You
Yeah.
either got Ronaldinho or you got Kaká. There's two Brazilians.
Brother, he's got 2 Premier League titles. Respect him, please.
So what, Raphael's
Yeah.
starting, yeah? All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so it's Tim Howard, Raphael right back, Wes Brown and Rio centre backs, Evra at left back.
And that back four's elite still.
Yeah.
Nani, Pogba, Anderson and Martial, Dwight, York and Andy Cole. Okay?
That's actually a very solid 11. Like,
Where would that 11 finish in the to the man that Mike Winston? All right, give me some subs. Give me some subs.
Rashford,
Wan-Bissaka,
Rashford,
no
Bailly.
goalkeeper.
Saha.
Bailly, Saha.
Yeah. Quinton Fortune.
No.
Quinton who?
Quinton Fortune.
Nah, Quinton Fortune for left back. Yeah, put him in. Hey, respect Quinton, you know.
Paul Ince.
Paul Ince,
Paul
yeah,
Ince,
yeah,
that
yeah.
guy,
No,
that guy's
Ince.
piggy, man.
Paul
Nah,
Ince,
he's a
bruv.
boss still. You see how he
That guy's
plays?
piggy, man.
It's
Man
Uncle
played
Tom,
for-
bruv. Allow it.
Man played for
Put in
Liverpool.
Paul in our thing in our black 11.
In our
No,
bench.
bench.
Boy,
No,
I'm
but
not.
it's Paul Ince.
We haven't got any other midfielders, bro.
Got Varane. Does he count?
Nah,
Yeah.
man.
We're running.
What, is Varane black?
Nah.
Fam, he's Argentine, fam. He's mixed race, bruv. That's black, fam.
Just put in Jemba and drop out Paul Ince. Bro.
You're taking the piss, man.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's do the white 11.
Cool. All right, let's do
DDG.
Let's do. Ooh, is it?
DDG.
Bro, it could be any of them. DDG, Schmeichel, Van der
It's gotta be
Sar.
I don't recognize
It could be any of them.
I don't recognize that man.
Why?
Why? Why?
Why?
Did he play for Man City?
Nah, I don't recognize him. Ian Wright.
Why?
Oh, okay, cool. In that case, then we're going.
DDG.
Let's go Van der Sar still, bro.
Yeah, go on.
DDG ain't one enough.
Hey, also, can Reeves stop calling DDG CTE?
Hey, fam, I'm not gonna lie. It was
I swear,
annoying me as
it
well,
was
bro.
Jeff. It was Jeff who started it,
It was
man.
annoying
I
me
tried to
as
get
well,
Jeff to
bro.
come on today, but he was a bit busy. But Jeff started that CTE thing, and Reeves, him and Reeves have just ran with it. And you don't need to stop that, because when other people start seeing it, they're gonna start saying it. Reeves, name your best Man United team. CTE.
Hey, you. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah. Cool. So who is in goal? Who is in goal?
CTE.
All right, CTE. Who's that right back?
Gary Neville.
Who's our centre backs? Rio and Vidic, yeah?
No, Rio's black.
Man said Rio.
fam.
I mean, sorry. Vidic and Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Who's our left back?
Owen.
Owen.
Owen. All right. What
Butler,
formation?
what about Butler?
You're taking the piss.
What formation are we playing?
4-4-2.
4-4-2.
All right, so who's the centre mid? Keenan Scholes, yeah?
Yep.
Goals and Carrick.
Keane Scholes, easy midfield.
And
Yeah,
then who's
Keenan
on the
Scholes,
left?
man.
And then what?
Giggs.
Beckham on the right, yeah?
Yeah.
No,
Beckham on the
Ronaldo.
right. No,
Oh,
Ronaldo's
shit.
going up top. Ronaldo's
Yeah,
going
we're-
up top.
Oh,
We're
Ronaldo's
not leaving out Beckham.
No, we don't have to leave out Beckham. I'll put Beckham on the right, Ronaldo on the left.
Yeah, exactly. Man, talk about Beckham.
No,
You're moving like posh spice.
Yeah, I can't lie to you, Timmy.
Hey,
It's looking sticky for your boy.
no, it's not. Because
It's looking
he's in the
sticky for your
team.
boy Giggs.
Okay, he's in
It's
my
looking
11.
sticky for it.
Oh, Giggs. Oh, no, I did. All right, cool. Giggs has to go. Giggs has to go, fam.
And
Yeah,
then
Giggs has got to go as well.
And then who's up top?
Van
Rooney,
Persie
Aaron.
and Van. Oh, Rooney, Van Persie, Van Nistelrooy.
Man, of
Wait,
course.
you
You
might
lot
have
are
to
just
go
I believe you have Rooney and
You
Nistelrooy.
lot are
You lot are sick.
nasty.
You lot
You lot are
Of
nasty.
course, really gets in, bro.
Bro, okay, so
Hey,
stop.
Rooney,
What one is taken by
hey,
Rooney?
Left, right.
hey,
What one
I
is
heard
taken by
somebody say
Rooney?
Rudy as Zlatan.
Huh?
You didn't?
This
No, you didn't.
what kind of did
And then, you know,
Hey,
that's how top ever, you know.
Hey, bro. Hey,
Where's he gone? Where's he
I
gone?
didn't think Michael's top 30 could. I didn't think you could get any worse than Michael's top
Where
30.
did he go? Where did he
And then I see this,
I'm
he's
gonna
like,
defend my team, B. Zlatan.
Oh, the way you look react to the group chat. Oh my god. Oh. Elijah sent 17 voice notes. Oh my god.
Oh, fam. He makes me
Alright.
sick. I hate that guy so much, bro.
Who's we gone
He
for?
would have never been on the pod before, decided to come with a voice, fam. It's unbelievable. You know what I mean?
Rooney and now, no, I haven't had a strike. Who are we going to play him with?
And Percy,
I'm going
I'm
Van
going
Nistelrooy. I'm going Van
I'm going
Nistelrooy.
Nistelrooy. I'm
Okay,
going
let's
Yeah.
vote. I think everybody should vote. So who?
Yeah, let's vote.
It's like we ever had, but
So it's, I wouldn't disagree necessarily.
Reams is the only one going Van Persie, bro.
I'm going Van
I
Persie.
think I'd go Van Persie as well.
I'm going Van
Oh
Persie.
my
going
god,
Nistelrooy.
Jesus
I'm
is Lord.
going Van Nistelrooy.
I'm going
Okay, so
Nistelrooy.
it seems like it's 3-3.
Van Persie.
Michael's going Nistelrooy. Michael's going Nistelrooy.
Graham Percy. I think I'll leave. Rooney.
No, bro, you're old.
Oh,
school, bro.
Michael!
No, think
No,
again.
Rooney gets it. Okay,
Don't, hey,
okay.
Steve Bruce. Steve Bruce, stop. Don't. Hey, don't falter to peer pressure, bro.
So Michael,
Don't
via the
falter to
votes.
peer pressure.
So hold on. Michael, via the votes, Rooney's in. So you have to choose between Van
Okay.
Nistelrooy and Van Persie.
Oh, Nistelrooy.
You see, I knew, bro. This guy's old school as it gets.
He's a shooter, bro. He's a shooter. I think Greenwood studied him, bro.
What was I gonna say? So, the bench. Who would you have on the bench?
Hey, wait. Hey, can we take out York for Greenwood?
No, we
You're
can't.
so shameless. You're actually so shameless.
I'm happy to do that. I'm
Bruv,
happy to do that.
take out York. He can't be there, bruv.
Bro, I'm very happy to do that, bro.
What is it? Did he get them back?
Wait. Do any of you have kids in this thing here?
I don't.
Nah, but I know what he's done to
Hey, nah.
Yeah.
Hey, Rodney,
He's a
Rodney,
wrong 'un,
seriously, stop.
Yeah,
Rodney, stop.
He's a wrong 'un, bro. He ain't
Bro,
coming on here.
stop. Big man
He
thing,
ain't
bro.
coming on
Stop,
here.
bro.
Forget
Bro,
that, brother. He's not
stop.
coming on here.
Listen,
Stop.
this is not our job. It's not our job to judge what a man does off the pitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, honestly,
We
stop.
do it every day.
It's
Why is it
not,
any different now?
it's not our
He's
job,
coming
right?
on the pod, bruv. We can't even step foot in the country.
Hey, Rodney, stop, bro.
Okay. On our bench. Who's
I'm
on
just
our
saying,
bench?
bro.
Maybe you post a snippet on the time.
Alright, Giggs is on the bench.
Yeah.
Van Persie's on the bench.
Yeah. Carrick.
Carrick's on the bench.
Who else?
Which
Van der
other
Sar,
white centre backs we got? Good white centre backs we got. Now Van der Sar's in goal, so DDG's on the bench.
Yeah.
No, we went with David De Gea and go.
Yeah, we got
Now we
David.
went, do we go there? Alright, cool. Van der
No, Van der
Sar's
Sar.
on the bench then.
Cool.
Bro, what good white centre backs have we had?
Ronnie Johnson.
Alistair.
Yeah, Johnson can slide in there. Reams, bro. Leave McAllister to Michael, bro.
Daily Blend.
No.
Oh, come on, man. Have some shame. Download
You know what I
shame.
mean?
Actually, Ji-Sung Park doesn't fall under any of these ethnicities, so he can't get a look in. Man.
Hey, he's coloured, though. He's got to go on the black team. He's got to go on the black team.
No,
See, I don't think he'd want to go on the black team. To be honest with you.
On the link up
Nah,
with
that's the brother. You see how much he loves Evra. You see how much he loves Evra.
Carlos Tevez is on the white team as well.
Ah, Tevez. Wow. Yeah, the white team are running the score up, boy. Okay,
Bro, win. Bro, from time you've got Rooney and Ronaldo, you win, bro. And Beckham,
Alright.
obviously, you win.
Question. How high would the black team finish in the league?
This league.
Yeah.
We'll still win it.
Okay, let me repeat the team. Howard, Raphael, Wes Brown, Rio, Evra, Nani, Pogba, Anderson, Marshall, Cole, York.
Yeah, that wins the league still.
You think that team wins the league?
No.
Yep.
Top four.
Unless the white boys are there.
Wait,
It
what
wins the
what league? The league as it is now?
Yeah.
They don't even finish top 4.
What? They're a better team than us.
You what?
The black team, yeah?
They're a better team than us. They'll have the best defense in the league.
Nani, Pogba, Anderson, and Martial.
All right, maybe
In
they scrap
midfield.
4th.
Are
Maybe
you
they scrap
okay?
4th.
York and Cole.
Definitely.
Telepathy, personified.
The team's not better than a team with Harvey Barnes and Jose Perez in their front three.
You know what I mean? Bro, them man, bro, I'm not joking. Them man could win the league. I'm being
No,
dead
I
serious.
I don't think they can win
Them
the
man
league.
could win the league.
I
Bro,
think
York
they
and
can
Cole,
win.
fam. They're slapping goals in.
They may
They're
be-
slapping goals past the defenders in this day and age, bro.
25 assists in this league, bro. Bare crosses.
Pogba running the show from deep, fam. Oi.
Okay. We're saying top 4, yeah?
To be
Nani,
fair,
oi.
it's hard to translate from yesteryear into today. So
And then the team, obviously, DDG, Neville, Stam, Vidic, Irwin, Beckham, Scholes, Keane, Ronaldo, Rooney.
they
and
can win the league.
That 100% wins the league.
Not enough speed. Not enough speed, that team.
Bro, that team 100% wins the league.
No, there's not enough speed.
Nistelrooy, Rooney,
There's not enough
Ronaldo.
speed. There's not enough
Bro,
speed.
that is winning. They don't need speed. They could play the
What do you
slowest
mean?
style of football. They could play the slowest brand of
Quick
football.
play.
That team is winning the
Scary.
league.
That attack is scary. Very,
That
very,
team is
very,
winning
very-
the league. Beckham's putting on the
Yeah.
plate for Van Nistelrooy every single game.
And Ronaldo.
Exactly.
Ronaldo's eating good under Beckham still.
Yeah, they can win the
Cool.
league, definitely.
Gordon Henderson is about to lift the flipping Premier League trophy. Respect me. They're running away with that.
You know what I mean? Keenan Scholes. Hey, they're running right in this day and age.
Yeah,
They're
that team's
getting
won the league.
PMPs to death, bruv.
Yeah.
So I got a question from OZBNJV2. If you could only sign 2 out of centre back, DM, left back, and right wing, which 2 would you sign and why? With the 2 you've picked, where do you think we finish next season?
I think we answered that already.
Right wing and DM.
Now you can't. Everyone said the order of priority they go
Everyone
with.
said the order,
But if
yeah.
we can
Yeah.
only pick 2 of the 4 that we need, what two would we pick as a group, and what position do we think that lifts us to? I think I can say probably from your answers, I think
Right wing
DM
and DM.
and
Right
DM.
wing, yeah.
And if we get
Yeah.
just those two, where do we think we finish? Let's say we get Partey and Sancho, for example. Where do we think we finish?
Third.
Third, yeah?
It
I know
depends on what
Timmy
everyone else does.
wants to say higher.
Bro, do you know what? No. Bro, let me tell you. It depends on what everyone else does. Because I'll tell
Yeah,
you right
exactly.
now, I don't see Liverpool signing like huge. And I definitely don't see them having a season like they've had this year.
Okay.
United could
up on Liverpool, low key.
United
Huh?
can finish top 2, bro. If we do what we need to do. Our problem is our bench is so bad.
Yeah, the drop off in quality
That's
just
the
is going to
problem.
do us in.
Yeah.
Scary.
Like injuries and that. Like that if Pogba gets injured or Bruno gets injured, like
It's peak again.
as well as Sancho and Partey, then we're going to be in a bit of trouble. And we probably need another striker as well, because Ricardo, I love him, uncle, bro. Come on,
Nah,
but
yeah.
he's not
But
good enough either. So
If City and Liverpool sign a striker that can get them 25 to 30, I don't think we finish in the top 2.
yeah, we'll probably finish third then in that case. But
Yeah.
Ollie's big game record is good.
What
And
about
as it
Chelsea?
looks right now,
Chelsea are gearing up as well.
I'm not worried about them bums, bro. I'm honestly not worried about them.
Still,
If Chelsea get a centre back, and a left back,
I'm not worried about them.
Yeah.
The
Got
guys
a question-
love Chelsea too much, bro. Average.
Got a question from Real Coffee B. Will Greenwood get 20 goals this season? He's currently on 15.
plays
Okay,
against
true.
Leicester,
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So if we go all the way, we've got a maximum of 11 games left. So 5
Yeah.
and 11 spare.
1 and 2 is calm for him, definitely.
This is Armani. If you're Ed Woodward, do you keep Ollie or get Poch before next season, or do you get someone else?
Depends on if we finish top 4 or not.
Yeah, I'll go Poch. I'd pull the trigger and go Poch.
I think they keep the status quo. I think they're fearful. They've done a lot of switching in the past few years and it's not really worked. And I think there's probably a bit of feel good factor back at the club after how many years. And I think he'll
Well, good to
But
just
if-
keep him in the.
keep him. I'll be very surprised if they make a move.
Yeah,
Even
they
if
wouldn't. But if I was Ed Woodward, I'd definitely.
Got a question from Boyam9895. If we miss out on top 4, do you think the players, excluding DDG and Pogba, who have won big trophies, will be ready mentally to win the Europa League?
Yeah.
What, this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys expecting us to win that at this point?
I'm
Do you think
not
we're the
sure.
strongest team left?
Well,
I think Inter can beat us. Only Inter can beat us.
Inter Milan is still in there.
But Sevilla and Roma are decent as well.
Inter been looking mad. Higgy,
Listen,
boy.
if it
But
goes
bro,
at
do you know what
Inter,
it is? It's European, innit?
Mm.
Because
make
it
Inter go to the
translates.
final against United and Lukaku drop 2-piece or 3-piece on you lot's head. Oh my
It'll
god!
be on your head as well, bruv.
No, not on my. That's you, man.
You support Man U. You support Man. I said he dropped a 2-piece on your head.
That's you,
It'll be on
man.
your head as well.
Nah, you, man. Said.
I promise you, in a game with those kind of
Rodney.
teams, you can rely on Lukaku not to score a single goal. I promise
Yeah,
you.
man.
Yeah,
That
but-
game is
You know
too
what?
important. That game's
I'm
too
not
important.
even going to put my neck
goal.
on the line for that. I'm
in
not
the
even going to put
unlikely
my neck on the
nature
line for that.
he does
'Cause I
drop
think he
any
hates
goals
that.
on our head, I'm ready. I'll be ready.
Hold
I'll
on.
be honest.
Look
with
at
you.
this
If
guy.
he
He
gets-
wants them to
Hold
score.
on. I lied. Did you say that game's too important for Lukaku to score it?
Yeah. It's the honest truth.
Fair enough.
Rodney, why do you
Any
think
game
Inter
with
Milan
any
are the
importance,
strongest
that guy
team?
ain't scoring, bro.
Okay.
Why do you think Inter Milan are in the Europa League in the first place?
Exactly. That game versus Barcelona. Oh my days.
You said he
Oh
bottled it,
my
yeah?
days.
I'm not saying he's deaf, but if he does,
Well, are you happy though? So you're
Huh?
happy for Lukaku to score and
it's a
we lose the
win-win.
final?
It's a win-win.
So what? Do we still
Because
win the match?
I've been embarrassed today, so
Yeah.
it's a win-win. Are you mad? Personal
Hey.
pride.
There's literally like a dozen other questions, so we'll answer them on the timeline, and the ones we don't get on the timeline, we'll answer them on next week's episode. Just want to thank you all for coming on once again. Keep the vibes going. Hopefully, we've got Villa, which will be showing on the Discord on Thursday, and we've got the game after that, Southampton, which I think is on Sunday. I may be wrong. Tottenham are 1-up, by the way.
Who scored?
Keane own goal. So
Ah.
Jose
Man
heard you.
thought it was going to be Harry Kane, you know. I was waiting.
Jose heard you there, Disu. But other than that, just want to thank you all for your time. Peace.
When I spit bars in a rave, man, I go hard like Santan.